And we're live.
And speaking of Amazon, have you guys seen the show Invincible or Red
No, I've seen the
Invincible?
previews for it. It's the animated show.
Yeah, yeah. It's an animated show. It's low key. It's just Superman. It's about like
Mhm.
a half. I mean, it's about an alien superhero that's literally Superman. And he has his kid. And there is a Superman show now where Superman has kids, and it's like, oh, their kids have powers. I don't know. But this is the story of like Superman's kid. And there is a scene in it with him, Omni Man, the Superman, and he's like fighting the Justice League. And this is like Robert Kirkman, like Walking Dead. So it's like imagine Superman fought the Justice League and fucked them up. Like this is in the first episode, and I for me, it's what got me hooked on the show. So I don't think there's spoilers here, but like it's like, and it's on YouTube, all over YouTube. That scene, he like just like if Superman really just fought. I've always been like Batman could fight Superman. He has a plan sorted out. But imagine Superman was just instant about it. It was just like, no, I'm gonna fuck you all up right now. And it's like disgusting. Put that show on, guys. I recommend Invincible on Amazon Prime. There's 3 episodes up now as of this recording, and that show's good time. I recommend it for you guys also.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna
shows
check it.
like that,
Do you
shows
think
like
Batman
The
would have a
Boys.
chance against?
Yes, Batman would have a chance. Here's why Batman has a chance. All right.
I'm Team Batman has a chance also.
Batman has a chance against Superman, the same reason I have a chance against Brock Lesnar. I know we're going to fight.
Bring a gun.
Yeah, I bring a gun. I bring a gun and now I win. And you act like that's ridiculous to say.
You can't
You
shoot
act like that's ridiculous to say. Batman's gonna bring a fucking kryptonite gun.
Oh,
He
Okay.
literally does in the movie.
You gotta also
Like-
you gotta
like-
think. Yeah, you gotta think of something else. Also, is like like I imagine Superman. Like this is a guy. I've never been to Kansas, so I love everyone from Kansas. He's like an American dude in Kansas. He's got like white K Swiss, like cargo shorts. He's got like a backwards hat, like right up to here. He wears
Yep.
like, 2 polo shirts with the collars popped. He's like a real Kansas, like American boy. Like, he doesn't have any serious hobbies. He ended up going into like this is just Superman's got the brain of just a guy.
yeah.
And it is brains over bronze, I think. And Batman is coming with a fucking plan. And one misstep, Superman, will obliterate him. But like if like this is the key thing, like Kyle said, if Batman knows, then I think he has a great chance.
And
If
Batman
Batman
fights dirty.
doesn't know,
That's something
then he's
Superman
fucked
won't do.
up. If
How-
Superman's like, wake up, we're fighting, it's over.
How fast?
But if Batman knows, what?
So-
how fast
he-
can Superman fly?
Oh, it depends on
Like,
the comic.
He can
Like-
fly
like-
around.
Fast
I-
enough to
he
reverse time.
he turned time back in one of the movies, dude. Like just as fast as
No,
he
that's
wants.
Flash.
Well, then Batman's
but I
fucked.
don't-
He could probably dodge
No, that's
bullets.
Superman.
Oh, he can absolutely dodge bullets, but it won't matter because the bullets bounce off of him.
Superman brought back
Yeah,
time?
but Krypton. If you're
Yeah.
shooting Krypton bullets at him,
Lois
then
Lane died in an earthquake,
he can
and
dodge
he got
those
very
also.
upset, so he reversed time and brought her back.
Yeah, that's in one of the movies, though. Look.
Okay, Flash could do
and
that
then,
too.
And then the
Flash
other and
also
the
has
other
that
thing
ability.
is that Superman's like a genuinely like pure-hearted like individual according to comics. Batman's a real dirty fighter. That's kind of his thing, right?
Hear
Like
this argument. I always hear this argument that Batman would win because he'd be willing to win, whereas Superman will take pity on the other guy. Yet Batman hasn't killed Superman, right? It always ends with, "Hey, I just want you to know I could have," right? And it's like, oh, so where's this killer instinct that you always get credit for? Superman could just the same be like, "Yeah, I'm looking at you right now. You're dead the second I choose laser eyes."
Yeah.
It is such a lopsided fight. It's just a dude with a gun against a god.
it's not fair. He can fly apparently fast enough to reverse the Earth's polarity, and he can if you shoot a 9mm at him, he can see it, register it, and then casually move to the side. And then
Or he
Batman,
could catch it with his
Oh,
eye.
you think he's moving for a 9mm?
Sure,
He's
he
taking that for
No,
sure.
I'm saying he can dodge these regular bullets if he pleased. He doesn't
Sure.
have to. You can just let him. But a Krypton gun is gonna kill him. Why wouldn't he just dodge that
So
too?
I
you
see where you're
gotta
going.
you gotta get deep. You gotta go deep here, though. Here's where you go deep.
Do those go
You go.
1,000 times as fast? as
So the
bullets?
way they did it
No,
in the
it-
comics is they used I can't remember the I get confused with Marvel and DC, but maybe Green Arrow in this like alternate time frame. What had happened was Nixon this is the time era that it took place, and Nixon had like outlawed all of the superheroes, and you had to have like a superhero license. And Superman had actually cut off one of Green Arrow's arms so that he couldn't be a superhero anymore. And so like you can't draw the bow with one fucking arm. Well, Batman like recruits him to like help him in their final fight when he's fighting Superman. And the Green Arrow, I don't remember exactly how he does it. He's got like a one-armed bow or something, but he shoots.
Oh, he's the green javelin.
He shoots a,
That's a good line. I like. Yeah.
he shoots a kryptonite. He shoots a kryptonite arrow at Superman, and Superman, of course, hears it coming, turns around and catches it, and he's like, "Really, dude?" But then the tip of the arrow explodes, and it's kryptonite gas that he breathes in, and it like weakens him severely.
Yeah,
And then
it's too fast
twice.
for him.
And then Batman comes in and starts beating the fucking shit out of him because
But
like
so
the
on-
kryptonite gas withers him away.
That's a 2-on-1 though. Like,
But no,
and
but
also,
that's
he's not going to fall for
that's
that.
Batman
important.
doesn't fight fair.
I agree. I also think that the thing is, like, when you look at the richest man in Gotham, like, you gotta connect with the richest man in Metropolis, and that's Lex Luthor. And these are just two rich guys talking, but like these are two guys that it is very important to them for very different reasons to know the ins and out weaknesses of Superman. And as I believe Lex Luthor has, like, there it all depends on the author and everything. Lex Luthor's got a power suit that helps him fly and be super strong, and it's never
Lex
strong as
Luthor, a Batman
Superman.
or Spider, or sorry, Superman.
That's a Superman villain. That's a Superman's nemesis. And he's a great villain. But I read this one book called Luthor, and what was so cool about it was it was Lex Luthor flying into Gotham, and he was just like, you see the plane landing, and Lex Luthor's like, I fucking hate this city. He's like, it's so dirty or whatever. He goes to the fanciest restaurant in Gotham to have a one-on-one dinner with Bruce Wayne. And he goes to Bruce Wayne and he's like, hey, listen, I don't know if you know about the alien in our city. And you're just some guy. He doesn't know he's Batman. He's like, but it might be valuable for you because I know you have ties with Batman to take this and use it. And you see Lex Luthor give Batman kryptonite. And he's like, uses, and Bruce Wayne's all like, what am I going to do with this shit? But Batman inside his head is all like, oh, like, this is very interesting. Like, what is this, like, material I've never seen before? But you see Lex Luthor giving it's like, this is like a network of humans because Superman is an alien. And if Superman existed, you know how many people on Earth would be like, bro, this guy could tear the world apart in a second. It's almost like similar to King Kong versus Godzilla has a similar storyline to some extent. Like, men want to be the apex predator. And if Superman is the apex predator, there are a lot of powerful men that'll be like, we need to do something about this. And Batman's not just a powerful man, but he's like a paranoid guy.
Yeah.
And I know in Justice League in the past, like, Batman has a file on how to kill every single member of the Justice League, and the enemies get their hands on it at one point. Like, Superman doesn't have a file. He's just like, I'll fuck you up, bro.
Yep.
That's it. In that Luthor comic, by the way, he ends up making, it is some sort of javelin, kryptonite javelin.
Yeah.
And he shoots like this harpoon, but like, it's just not enough. Like, it really isn't enough.
The psychology
Superman ends up
of
coming on top.
Luthor, the psychology of Luthor is fascinating. Like, it's one of the coolest things in all of comics. Because I saw this one. I remember what movie it was or what cartoon or whatever. But he's having this conversation with Clark Kent about why he wants to like take Superman out, and he's like, he's working out in the gym at the time, and like Luthor is like the pinnacle of human fitness. Like, he is about as strong as a human being can be.
But
like
he has no powers, right?
none whatsoever. He's just incredibly rich, and he's a super genius. And he's like spent his life becoming the best human being he can be. He's knowledgeable in everything from like fucking ancient ruins to art to like he invents all these like crazy gadgets and futuristic toys. It's why Luthor Enterprises or whatever it's called is so it's why he's so wealthy. And he's having this conversation with Clark Kent, and he's like, I spent my life, becoming as close to perfect as a man can be. And while he's doing this, he's doing like overhead presses with like 350 pounds or something. Ooh. Like he just like 4 plates or something absurd. Like he's just crushing it, and he drops, and it's just like boom, 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 boom. He's like wiping the sweat off. He's like, from fitness to intelligence to culture, like every step of the way, I've tried to perfect my life, to live the perfect life. And then this alien lands, and he's just given everything and more. Everything that I could ever want to accomplish, he's given it. He didn't work hard a day in his life. He's a walking weapon of mass destruction whose motivations we don't fully understand, because when's the last time he had a press conference and answered one question to us? He flies around at the speed of a bullet, enforcing justice as he sees fit. He is unregulated. He answers to no man, certainly no human. He has to go. He needs to go, for my sake, for your sake, for the world's sake.
God damn it, he's right.
And even Clark Kent is
Yes.
like, Clark Kent's like,
kind of right.
He's
God damn
100%
it.
right. You can't have this guy. What, Superman, is he immortal? Does he live forever?
essentially,
Okay, well then eventually he's going to become a fascist. Eventually,
I mean, there's comics where he
Wait,
does.
why
if
does
he lives forever, he'll go through every possible thing. He'll try he'll try every way to manage the humans for their own best. I'm doing this to protect them.
Sure.
You know, if I have to do something egregious,
Pretty sure that's like probably a couple comic book lines. Actually,
It is.
I think
It
that
is.
is a couple of them. Where
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I'm sure. And so, like, okay, first of all, the way you explain that, Kyle, I don't know anything. Everybody knows I don't know anything about the superhero universes. I get them confused often, but Lex Luthor was making some good points there. That makes a
Right.
lot of sense.
he's amazing. He makes
didn't
Superman
get it.
interesting. I don't
All-
find
all I
Superman
heard is
interesting. I
this.
find him interesting.
I heard I work really hard to get good stuff. And this guy got good stuff without working hard, so we should take it from him. Why? Life's not fair. Suck it up.
No, not kick him out.
No,
Like,
because it's
no.
more. It's more like, yo, at any moment, this alien that you know nothing about could tear our planet in half.
Guilty.
Yeah.
He
until
could breathe
proven
in space
innocent.
and fly to another one.
But he
I
hasn't.
mean-
All he's done is devote his life to making this world the best place it can possibly be. There's been no one ever as pure-hearted as Superman. And then you've got Lex Luthor over there, a super villain, trying to convince you that you need to stop Superman because he is
But we
too
don't
good.
know. We don't know these are super villains in the universe like we do because we're readers. But people there, they don't know. They're like Lex Luthor's literally like, yo, he's a boss ass all American entrepreneur. If you don't like Lex Luthor, you don't like America.
Oh, it's good
Like, that's
content.
it.
I hear you, but he's not making a good argument, right?
No, he's a super villain. He is ultimately wrong, but you could relate a little bit to what he's saying, no?
But
Yeah.
is he ultimately wrong in his argument that, hey, allowing this person who's basically immortal and who can circumvent any of our laws at a whim, and he will eventually pivot to an area that is bad for us? That's kind of a natural thought process. And do we want to
yeah,
allow
but,
this guy to live here in our society when at any point he can just decide, you know what? I don't like this whole government thing. I'm going to destroy every government on Earth, and I'm going to be the ruler. Like,
I mean,
knowing
it's scary that
that-
someone has that much power, but if he hasn't done anything to deserve a punishment, then he shouldn't get one.
they should just remove him.
it's true.
Because
What helps
eventually he will.
Superman?
Kyle's muted.
You're muted. You're muted.
You wouldn't agree to that if it was a person though, right? And not some like flying alien wearing an S on his chest. You would never say, you know, Biden's never really done anything that bad. I mean, I guess he can have control over every aspect of my life. In fact, every aspect of every human being's life. So so he's going to live forever now? All right. Well, I guess he'll just, be control of everything forever. All
Yeah.
right. Sounds good.
If we're doing parallels here, I think the stronger one is all of you are against guns, right? Like what you could do by owning a gun is horrendous. You could go to a mall, you're infinite KD, right? Everyone else is walking around unarmed and you have a gun. So I need to take your gun from you so that you don't do things. And it's like, I have never done anything bad. Why are you punishing me?
I disagree.
I think
that's
the
t-shirts.
biggest thing. I think
a more equal comparison would be a society full of guns, and then one guy who didn't earn it is in charge of every single nuke on Earth. And you need to realize that even though that guy with his finger on the button of every nuke on Earth, China, the U.S., everything, he's been benevolent so far. So why assume that anything in this world would ever change? Like,
and in this situation, he didn't do
but what
anything
you're saying-
to earn all those nukes. I'm sorry, Harley. He just happens to know how.
yeah, but he shouldn't.
It's not
have
just
that
that.
power, 'cause he
It's
could
what
destroy the
we're
Earth.
missing. What we're missing is super important. Is also this guy is like aliens are attacking and he's defending us every time. That's a big plus. Where not only is he just like,
Absolutely.
yo, he
Yeah.
didn't do anything
Look,
bad. It's
I
also
like
like,
Superman.
bro, he literally saved the whole planet yesterday, and he's gonna do it again tomorrow.
Yeah,
Like that is a
absolutely.
big plus for Superman.
And you know, a tyrannical dictator will defend his kingdom from an attacking army so that he can maintain a tyrannical dictatorship. And so, like, that doesn't really, you know, make it through the wash for me as a rationalization.
Well, there's nothing that could.
No.